You are highly welcome. This is the place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concept from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I will be talking about a very sensitive and trending subject today, which is the issue of homosexuality, lesbianism in African spirituality. I want to talk about this subject from a purely Afrocentric perspective and the implications of this phenomenon for the future of Africa. This is a subject that is very touching. I have spoke about this subject before, partially in previous videos, where I made a reference to this gay phenomenon as it relates to Africa, what I think is this phenomenon and the implications. I have made some reference to it. Some people are thinking that I am against gay people, that I am homophobic, something they call that the fear of gay people or the hatred of gay people. So people are now pushing it like they have what they call gay racism, like people having discrimination against gay people in the world. And nowadays we see this new movement called the LGBTQ that are fighting for rights of gay people. They are kind of fighting for what they are calling like their fundamental human rights. They are claiming that they are gay by nature, that this is who they are, that they want to be able to express themselves freely, they want more freedom, they want to be given attention and respect in the world today. So we see a lot of people, a lot of gay right movements all over the world. They have the rainbow flag. We now see this every day, gay pride going up and down and this and that, and like other movements. So today I want to touch on this topic from purely, I will start from spiritual angle. I will start from the angle of science, nature. Then I will have my own personal opinion. As usual, you are entitled to your opinion. Then I will talk about the future implications, what I see about this gay right movement that they are pushing for equal rights, recognition, freedom of expression, freedom of association, respect. I want to talk about the future implications as well. So this is going to be a no holds bar discussion. I will try to be as brutally honest as possible. If you are here watching me and you are interested, please, I want this to be an interactive section. You are very free to ask me questions on this topic, and let's take it like this. So this thing, the way I see it, from my own experience growing up, many people are complaining that gay people are being oppressed, especially in Africa right now, that gay people are being burned, beaten, and they are kind of being discriminated against. So for Africa people, as African spiritualists, is homosexuality a sin? Is it a bad thing? Do we really have a history of homosexuality in Africa? And if we Africans want to adopt homosexuality as a part of our culture in a wholesome way, how are we going to go about this in a peaceful manner that will not offend the sensitivities of other people? From my own experience on the spiritual angle from African spirituality, We don't really have like a canon or a written set of laws that promote or advocates homosexuality in African history. In African spirituality, all the African spirituality that we practice, or Igbe, Fudon, Quimbanda, Santeria, Palomayombe, Kemetic system, Kemetology, we don't have a canon for that homosexuals are recognized or homosexuals are part of this practice. But what we have always known is that homosexuality, from my own research and study, is something that people practice in their own time. It is not something that the society, in African society, they wholesomely accept as something that is normal, that is okay. There's a little bit of every population that some people you will see that are considered as queer or gay people that are not exactly doing things that the way other people do things. There are people that have natural attraction for people of their own sex. Okay, we have queer people in every society. This is part of nature, but they are not in the large population. Okay, so you're not going to find any books or any written portion of our history where there's the ancient people actually wholesale promote homosexuality as part of African culture. Okay, but that does not mean that there are not some queer people in the past that practice this kind of lifestyle. For me personally, if you ask me this, I view it as a sort of lifestyle choice or habit, maybe because I am not gay. It didn't come natural to me. For me, I just see it like something that people indulge in for the sole act of pleasure or maybe companionship. But now we have people that are claiming that they are born that way, that this is who they are. I will not be surprised if we have those kind of cases, because I know that nature expresses itself in different ways, and nature does not have a definite rule, like it's in black and white. Okay, we can see this in cases whereby people are born naturally with two of the male and female reproductive system in them. We call this issue hermaphrodites. If you are familiar, you would have heard of the word hermaphrodites. These are people that are naturally born with male and female reproductive organs. We have seen cases, many cases, whereby somebody will develop breasts. The person may have beards, but they will have breasts, and they will have a dick, they will have a vagina. It is normal. We have seen this many times. They were born that way, natural hermaphrodites. Okay, I have seen this in Nigeria. There have been two popular cases about this situation in Nigeria. This happened more than almost 30 years ago. That was my first contact with this. We were watching the NTA news. I was not even up to like 15 years. Then this issue came out, or they start airing this. If you're in Nigeria, you know about NTA. It was very popular back then. They start talking about a person that was discovered, a full-grown man, over 20-something years, has breasts, have pussy, have dick. This person apparently went to a public toilet to pee or something like that. Then the woman thought that he or she was a woman, but she's surprised that somebody that have breasts was pulling at a dick. She raised an alarm. She had not seen that kind of thing before. So people came in and started beating this hermaphrodite person. They wanted to set this person on fire due to the illiteracy we have in many places in Africa, where people see what they have not seen before. They will term it that abomination or something that is, they will just want to kill the person. They want to burn this person. So, but other people that were aware of this situation came to the rescue. They were able to save this particular person and they took the person to the hospital. That was how this came to the news. So then they brought a doctor to the studio and the doctor was analyzing this issue of hermaphrodites and it was nature. So they showed the person, they showed everything. We all saw this. Okay, so the doctor was saying, they were asking, how can this person live? The doctor was saying, the person can choose to remain like this, or he can choose to become a man, become a woman. That means they have to surgically remove one of the reproductive system, depending on what the person wants to be. This person have everything complete, have fallopian tube, complete vagina, and also have dick complete. It was strange. That was the first time I saw this kind of thing on TV. I said, so this kind of people exist. There was another case again that happened some time back. This one happened about 10 years ago. Another of these cases was discovered in Nigeria too. In this case, the person was burnt alive. Also went, there were traders that, these people traveling in a long distance vehicle that they stopped at a place. Then this hermaphrodite person went into the toilet again, once again, to urinate. The other women thinking she was a woman, the next thing they sighted a dick and they raised alarm. Most of the people there were illiterates. So they came back, they discovered this, they stripped the person naked, they were shocked at what they see. And there were so many illiterates. They beat the person and they burnt the person alive. It happened in Nigeria. It also made the newspaper as well. This was a result of illiteracy. So we have cases like this whereby many people do not understand this kind of situation. In Africa, if you are a hermaphrodite or you are a trans person, they can burn you alive in some places. Okay. So these are what I'm saying is about is that it was since then when I was a young boy before 15 I noticed this kind of things, that we have this kind of people. So but with time we have other people that are now becoming let me say artificial trans. These ones were not born like that. They actually felt that their sex was not it's not what they like. They feel that nature made a mistake making them a man or a woman. Then they actually go to an hospital, start taking female hormones to grow breasts, and then they cut off their dick. They become trans. Some also keep their dicks as well. In Thailand, they call them lady boys. Okay, women and boys go together. So we have many of these people now coming out saying or claiming that this is who they are, or they want to assume this identity, that they feel more comfortable with this identity. It is their right naturally. As far as they are adults, nobody have a right to tell you what to do with your life. I totally support that. As far as you are happy with this, your new identity, and you know what you are doing, you are above 18 years, why not? Who am I to tell you not to do? You go ahead. I don't have any problem with that. Okay, I have zero problems. In fact, I will even encourage you, as far as it will make you happy, it will bring peace and happiness to your life, I will support you to do that. Okay, same thing as if you feel that you are attracted to that sex, you want to date men, you are a man or you are a woman, you want to date other women, you feel this is what you want, I am totally 100% in support of that. As far as you are an adult, I don't have any business telling you that you are doing the wrong thing. Okay, I don't have any problem with that. I don't see why any other human being should have any problem with that. I will not be here, then somebody will come and tell me that I should not date women, or maybe I date women. Of course, I date women from every race. I have dated women from every race, white, black, Asian. Somebody will not come tomorrow to ask me that, why are you dating women from another race? I will get upset. You have crossed the line there. It's my own personal thing for my own personal reason. So I don't have right to tell people not to date who they want to date. Okay? So I don't have any problem with gay people. For those people thinking that I have problem with gay people. Spiritually, in the spiritual world, we we don't have problem with gay people. Spiritually, your sex life have nothing to do with your spiritual life. The kind of spirituality we practice in African spirituality, the spirits doesn't care what you do. What they care about is not hurting other people. Okay? No deity, African deity, is going to reject you for being gay. But of course, I know many deities will get upset if you are a pedophile. I'm sure many of the spirits I work with, they will not sanction that kind of nonsense that you see a full-grown adult going to sleep with children, you crossing the line. That is a very big no-no for a lot of people and for a lot of deities. I am totally against that, pedophilia. Okay? I don't support that. Whether you are gay or straight, I do not support that. I condemn that practice in all totality. I have seen gay people in some cases that also engage in pedophilia. I have another story again. When I was in my first university in Nigeria, that was about the year 2000, 99, 2000. I got into Delsu, Delta State University, Abraka. The way the thing happened, I find myself living in the boys' dormitory in the university. We call the place Abraka Hall. It is where male students stay inside the campus. I was there for 1 year. That was the first time I ever lived inside a all-male dormitory in my life. That was the first time I ever have that kind of experience. So in the Abraka Hall, we're all boys, of course. In Delsu, the place is still existing today. So we had the issue of a gay guy. The guy was in final year. This is a real story. He was in final year, very nice looking chap. He was a pastor. His name was Onos. I will call his real name because what he did was really bad and funny. This guy was a pastor as a Christ Embassy Campus Fellowship back then inside the campus. So what this guy was doing, he was trying to canvass young boys to come to church. We 100 level students, they always come to look for new members. Back then I was a Christian, but I don't go to church. I was a hothead. My spirit never agreed. Even though I didn't know African history, I didn't just like Christianity. So I do not go, so it doesn't come near me. In the morning when I woke up, the first thing I do was to go and smoke a stick of Benson and Hedges. That was what I was doing every morning. When I wake up, the first thing I smoke a cigarette, then I start my day. So this guy does not smoke, and he knows that we are the hotheads. He doesn't come near people like us. So we will go into these Christian boys. He will be trying to wake them up. He will be smooshing them, touching their chests, touching their dicks. So at the times, boys start complaining. They don't like the way this guy is touching them, that is claiming to wake them for morning devotion or smooshing them. Some boys get upset. They're wondering. Before you know, people start talking. Then they discover that this guy was gay. Okay, he was gay. Nobody did anything, that this is his character, this is what he does, and they have a network, blah, blah, blah. People did not report him. People didn't beat him. This was far back in 2000, 2021. Nobody harassed him. They know this is what he was. They left him there. But what we learned, after he graduated from Delsu, he went to do youth service somewhere. He was doing his youth service. Then we got the story that he penetrated a 12 years old boy. He saw this young boy. He started teaching the boy, grooming the boy, buying gifts for the boy, even bought the school uniform, a bag. The parents of the boy thought he has a good teacher. Before the next thing, he penetrated this boy told his parents. Then the people went to him as a youth copper. They beat him up. They wanted to burn him alive. The poor fuel, they almost burnt him alive in that place. Somehow he got away. He ran. He never completed his studies. He never completed his youth service. So this was the story we heard about the guy. So it was a funny story. Why I'm putting it here is that we have always had gay people in Africa. In Nigeria, we have had gay people. I have seen many gay people in Nigeria. They have been living well. Even which they passed this law that gay homosexuality is punishable by death or life imprisonment. We rarely see gay people being arrested or persecuted in Nigeria. Many of them live their life very well. They have a gay network, a very powerful network. We know these people, we see them every day. They have always been in Africa. Even before I got into the university, in Warri, there's a place, so if you are watching me from Nigeria, I know Warri, there's a place called Hausa Quarter near the main market. During those days when we were young, we were selling cargo. You go there in the night or in the evening, you will see Hausa men wearing eyebrows. That's how you know they are gay. Men putting on eyebrow, hanging out in the night, waiting for other men to come and pick them. This has been happening far back, more than 30 years. Even I believe before I was born. When we were young kids, we noticed this trend. We were saying, why will men be wearing eyebrow? We didn't even know what is gay. But we know that if we go there, we see funny men always drawing eyebrows. Some of them will paint their lips, just hanging out. We do not even know the word gay. Then in Nigeria, they're already practicing this stuff. Okay? What I'm saying is that gay people have always been in Nigeria doing their thing. They have a network. This time, we don't even know what was LGBTQ. We don't even know this term. We don't even know what is gay. But these people are already doing their thing. Even when I was in youth service in a Muslim state, Niger State, that was 2006, 2007, I did my youth service. I saw this trend. Hausa men once again drawing eyebrows in the nights, painting their lips, hanging out, waiting for other men. These are gay men. Of course, men go to them. So what I'm saying is that they have been in Africa on the down low. They have been this practice. There have been a certain set of people that practice this lifestyle. And they have been living peacefully. People have not been burning them. The only situation I heard that people attack gay people was when they crossed the line to go and be sleeping with children. People get upset. This is the point where you see whereby people want to burn the bell, beat the person up. Gay people have always been in Africa. Okay? They are everywhere. So the so-called discrimination we are seeing now that gay people are screaming that they want rights, they want to be known, they want freedom. It's not like their life is as in danger to me. Like it's like immediate danger. The way this thing is going, this LGBTQ is coming up now, it's not natural. The way I see this movement, it's like it is being sponsored from somewhere. Some people are actually trying to push this into every country of the world. It's not like gay people are being killed every day or they are being attacked like you're being gay. Of course, there are some people that are so Christians, are like extreme Christians and Muslims that discriminate against gay people. Even till now, we have some very, very traditional people, extremist or Christians or extreme tradition that will say anything gay is evil, abomination. If you are gay, they will discriminate against you. We will always have this kind of people. Even till today, there are people that still discriminate seriously against black people. I am a black person. I've been living outside Nigeria for more than 15 years. I still see racism every day, but I don't focus on it. There are some people that still think black people are less than humans. There are still people that still think that black people are subhumans, black people are inferior, black people are this, black people are that. People still think like that. I still face discrimination. Am I going to kill myself? I focus on people that love me. That is where I do my thing. If I go somewhere, I see that I am not welcome, I don't go there anymore. This is the way I live my life. Before I go somewhere, I research the place. Before I travel, I will first look, do they like black people in that place? How many black people have been there before? How is the people? I do research. As a black man, you don't travel anywhere in this world. We are endangered species. Before we go somewhere, we always check if they are black friendly. Before I pack my bag, I go to everywhere. I always check this because I know that there are people that don't like us. I don't just travel anyhow. I don't walk anyhow. I don't eat anyhow. I always wash my back because I know that there are people that can kill you for just being black. They do this every day in America. Ordinary police stop. Before you know, black man is dead. Simple traffic stop. The next thing is a dead body. We see this discrimination. Okay? So for gay people too, you will have discrimination. Not everybody will accept you. Okay? You should know this. You should know this. The sooner you know this, the sooner you know peace. Okay? So what I'm saying is that gay people have always been in Africa. Okay? They have been living peaceful life. At least a few countries I have been to in Africa. I've seen some gay people there. In Cape Verde, it's a very free, gay-friendly country there. We see gay people living their life. Nobody's saying anything to them. It's even more freer than Nigeria. Ghana, the same thing too. They have a very solid network there. Okay? So, I don't see anything wrong with what they are doing. What I see wrong is that children, don't get your hands off children. Please. Nothing will happen to you in Nigeria if you are gay. There's this guy they call Bob Risky. Bob Risky is it's like the #1 popular gay or cross-dresser in Nigeria. Everybody know Bob Risky. He has a Instagram with almost more than 1 million followers. Nobody have killed Bob Risky till today. Nobody have arrested Bob Risky in Nigeria for being gay or whatever. She's still there doing her thing. We also have a new one called James Brown. Okay, in Nigeria too, a gay guy that have come out. Nobody have arrested that person too. So this alarm that gay people are being oppressed, this and that and that and that and that. It's not in Nigeria. Maybe in another country. Maybe it's in Uganda or Kenya. I don't know about those people. But in Nigeria, Ghana, Cape Verde, Sierra Leone, I don't see nothing is happening. Even South Africa has already legalized it. Same-sex marriage is very legal in South Africa. So for me, these people, they are living good life. They are not under threat. So who are the people that are pushing this alarm that gay people are under surge on the internet? I don't nowadays. If you won't say anything about gay people now, they will accuse you of homophobia quite naturally. And you don't even insult gay people now. Gay people are like endangered species. You be careful before you talk about their issue. Okay? In spirituality, the deities don't care if you are gay or if you are straight. Okay? As far as you are doing the work you are supposed to be doing, you are living your life in harmony, you are okay. I don't see any spirit that will come and attack you or say that you are a bad person. Okay? In the spirit world, they don't really care about that too. This is my own view. We have many spiritualists that are gay or intersex. I have come across them. Okay, many of them. So apart from those ones that are claiming to be Christians or hypocrites, in African spirituality, we don't really interested in your sexuality. Okay, they're not interested. Spirits are not interested. That is your own thing. Things that give you pleasure is your own thing. Okay. Now, what I am talking about in my videos when I talk about this gay agenda thing, that it has a lot of negative implications for Africa in wholesale adoption. This is what I want to talk today. This is the issue that many people are thinking. Yes, they have homosexual laws in Nigeria. They are not enforced. We have Bob Risky there. Type Bob Risky on the internet, you will see who Bob Risky is. Type James Brown in Nigeria, you will see they are big gay people, celebrity gays. Nobody have arrested them. Nobody have burned them alive. Okay? We have gay people in Nigeria that are very, very free. That law is just a law on paper. I don't know what the law is doing there, but there's something for that law. Let me say it this way. We have gay people in Africa, okay? But if you're saying that creating laws to give gay people equal rights, as in a recognition of gay marriage, That is going to be a very, very serious issue, and I will soon explain why. Because it has a lot of tremendous implications that many of us have not thought about yet, that I want us to talk about today. This is the main thing I want to tear into this matter. Okay, I want us to analyze this. Before we say we make those laws, there are things we have to consider that many gay people have not thought about yet. When you say you want to pass law on giving gay people or same-sex marriage recognition in Nigeria, that law contains many things. Okay, first of all, we have to radically revise our educational system and all other laws in Nigeria to accept these new rights that we are promoting for gay people. Okay, it's going to affect our whole constitution from top to bottom, and that is not going to be a simple thing. It is going to be a very, very difficult thing, which I don't think many African countries are even ready to do now. Okay, many of our African countries, we just see them as countries. Many of them are not as sophisticated as so-called Western society. I mean, in level of thinking of maturity, we still have many drawbacks. We are suffering from poor political leaderships in many African countries. We lack basic infrastructure. We lack adequate power supply. Poverty is a serious problem. Many people are dying as we are speaking now. Every 1 hour, more than 2,000 people are dying in Africa due to poverty. We have to solve that problem. Rebecca problem is not homophobia. It's not homophobia. Okay, burning of Rebecca was Islam, insulting of Islam or something. That is not gay thing. So please, homophobia is not for that Deborah problem. Let's not talk about that issue. That is Islam problem. We are talking about gay here. Let's focus on gay. Have you heard they born any gay person in Nigeria? When last did they born any gay person? Have you heard that one? No. The last burning case was Rebecca, and that was Islam. When some of our classmates said that she insulted Islam, I talked about that as well. YouTube took that video out because I put pictures of her burning there. That was Islam people. They have their own problem. Islam people are also homophobic people in a way. Many of them still practice homosexuality, and many of them are hypocrites. So let's talk about, for those people that are saying that we must do same-sex marriage. When you say you want to recognize gay people as constitutionally recognized as in same-sex marriage, we have to change our educational system, meaning we don't have to be teaching our children anymore that marriage is between a man and a woman. We need to be teaching children in primary school that there are 5 different types of marriages. That marriage can be between a man and a woman and a woman, a man and a man, a man and a trans, or a trans and a trans. At least we'll be teaching children 5 different types of marriages. So meaning all our educational kindergarten books have to be revised from kindergarten level to university level. Have any of you thought about this? We cannot say we recognize same-sex marriage and we do not teach the children to understand the different type of marriages that is possible. Are you sure African people are ready for this? You that is saying this, Naga, Fudasha, are you sure African people are ready for this kind of knowledge? We have to be teaching 5. Yes, you cannot just come out and say, gay people cannot marry now. We have to specify because we'll be seeing different combinations, as we're already seeing now. Recently, there was 3 in 1 marriage. 3 men got married in Thailand recently. Explain that to a 7-year-old kid, that 3 men can get married. Try explaining that to an 8-year-old child, that it's okay. Even explain that 2 men getting married to my 7-year-old child. Try explaining that. You know where we are going with this. This is a very serious issue. Many people have not think about it. We have to change our textbook. Okay, we must start from there, because if we want the new children to prepare for this reality, then we must start educating them of all the different possibilities that can happen. We have to teach them what is non-binary. Okay, we have to teach them what is intersex. Okay, are you people ready for this? This is where we go. When I was in secondary school or primary school, we only know one marriage between man and woman. And we know that by nature, the only way people are born is when a male and a female come together, a man and a woman come together and copulate. And then we have baby. This is the way nature have created for us to repopulate the earth naturally. Two men coming together can never produce a child. Two women coming together can never produce a child. Okay? So the natural way science have created is male and woman must come together. Even the gay people talking today, they were products of union of a male and female union. If two people did not fuck, we will not have many of these gay people. Okay? But now some people have come that they are gay. It's understandable. This is who you are. Okay. So if we say gay people should get married, for you to be gay, mean you are not going to have children. You have already eliminated your lineage. It stops with you. You are not producing any children. So whatever lineage you have been carrying from beginning of time, it is going to naturally end with you. Are you sure you are ready for that? You need to think about this. Life have been created in such a way that for life to actually make sense, there need to be continuity. You need to have offspring. If everybody is gay, which I'm sure that everybody can never be gay, by people claiming to be gay, they have eliminated their chance of getting offspring, so their lineage will naturally end. It is their own choice, so it's their own choice. I have nothing. If you say you don't want to born children, it is your choice. I respect that. Okay. The issue is that how are we going to bring this new reality into the world right now? Okay. If we now say, okay, let's manage to squeeze this into the curriculum for educational system, people accept we have to change all the textbook. We have to start teaching. Okay. If we do this very thing, then what about our social structure? Public toilets, for instance. We all know that we have male and female toilets in every building you go to for very good reasons. If we now create new law for gay people, we will be having 3 toilets now. Not male and female again. We will have male, female, and non-binary or intersex toilets. Because now we see transsexual women. These are men that have changed to women. Some of them still have dicks. They always go to use female bathrooms. I have lived in Thailand for 8 years, mind you. Don't think I don't know anything about gay people. I lived in Thailand for 8 good years. Okay, I interacted a lot with gay people. There's no way you can escape gay people and ladyboy in Thailand. That is their capital. I lived in Thailand. I lived in Korea. I live in Vietnam. I live in Laos, Philippines, India. Should I go on? So I know about gay people. Don't think that I don't know anything. We see them every day. We interact with them every day. Okay? So don't think that I am a novice when it comes to that level. My own opinion of this is that these societies have a way of dealing with these Asian countries. They are living peacefully in harmony with gay people and straight people. They live in harmony. But in Africa, are we really ready for this? Let's talk about African people that don't even have power, steady power supply. You must have an extra toilet for you to make it work well. Because many women will not be comfortable with a man that claims to be a woman coming to their toilet and pulling out a dick. I'm sure many straight men will not even allow this. So we must build extra toilets for them in every motor parks, every garage, every public building. In fact, everywhere that we can be able to create this, we must have 3 sets of toilets. It will cause a big problem. It's a very major problem in Africa. So women will not allow this, that somebody else will come and invade their privacy. Then imagine a trans man with breasts walking into a male toilet. Many African people are not mature enough to handle all this. There's going to be a lot of problems. Are we really ready for this? It's not just making law to pass gay. If you make this, sign this into law, you must be able to create the enabling environments to protect these people, to give these people their rights. All these things will have to be put in place, and it's fucking very expensive. Many African societies today, many African countries are not ready for this. Let's face it. Okay? This is just toilets, so we need to talk about our prisons. We need to have gay or intersex prisons. Prison will not have to be just male and female anymore. We need to have cells for gay people, for trans people in our prison systems. In Canada, there are already problems. Now, in America, you see some trans people, they commit crime, they put this person, because he has a breast, has a dick, they put them in female cell. The next thing, they start impregnating person that claim to be gay. They start sleeping with all the women in the female cell. It is happening right now. You can check on internet. It's a big problem now. Even right now in Canada, they are confused. You want to bring this to Africa? Oh God. You don't imagine now. Many of us never think go there yet. Have you think about all these things? It's not about just writing that we now pass law. We must create infrastructure for this law to work. Okay? We must create infrastructure. These are things that I see that have not been ready yet in Africa. That's why I say this thing, it will not work in Africa. When I say it will not work, I've already checked all this analysis. We have not talked about the mindset of many Africans too. We have so many Christians and Muslims, even people like me talking about African spirituality as still endangered. I know the kind of attack I see. People see me as the devil for talking about African spirituality. You're talking about bringing gay rights into law into many African countries. I would like to see it, but you guys can try. It's a serious problem in Africa. We don't have the infrastructure. We don't have the maturity to handle these things that you people are requesting for right now. Okay, this is the truth. The sooner you accept this, better for you. No this and no peace. Okay, we have to be blunt. Iron sharpeneth iron. Okay, now I'm seeing a lot of gay people now. They are behaving like Karen attitude. You don't force things on people. If you want people to accept you, don't force yourself on people. Okay, if you force yourself the way America is trying to force its gay rights and gay laws on African people, it is going to be seriously rejected, especially when the people are not ready. The reason they passed that law in Nigeria about gay punishable by death, it was during Obama time, where he was trying to force this on Nigeria. Nigerian people, they were not ready. They totally rejected the law. In fact, they rejected it with the death penalty because it was being forced on them. That is why they reacted that way. If you want people to accept you, don't force yourself on people. Just be who you are. You people will get larger acceptance that way. Gay people have always been in Nigeria. They have been living very peacefully, enjoying themselves. But this time that when you try to want to force this thing on people that are not ready, you're going to definitely get rejected. That's how it works. If you go in a session as a man, I cannot force myself on a lady. The lady don't like you. You have to give the person time. Give these people time. Do your thing. Your network is flowing. Let the people observe you for a while. I'm sure they will change their mind when they become matured. But don't force it. Now I'm seeing people trying to force this gay law on Africans. And I know African people will reject it because many of them are not ready. Now, gay people are claiming any little thing homophobia, they will even accuse you of narcissism. It's like Karen attitude. The way this Karen, racist Karen, white woman, any little thing they complain, You people should take it easy, okay? Life is progressive. Many people in Africa, what they are thinking about is to fill their stomachs and to get peace of mind. Many of them are still seriously religiously brainwashed. You have to give those people time. Don't force it on them, okay? Don't force it on them. So when you start telling this to gay people, they start attacking you. The way you see some of them are talking trash now because I did not sing your tune. I'm telling you the raw fact, you have started insulting me. I thought you were saying some good call, you were promoting. Now that I'm telling you this thing, you don't want to hear it. What kind of person are you? You just showed your immaturity. You don't, people should just accept you for, are you mad? You need to think, because I didn't say what you wanted to hear, you have now started insulting me. Okay? If you feel that you can do this by yourself, you are free to do it. I don't know why some of you are here. This is the problem I'm having with gay people now. When you try to tell them the truth, they attack you. They want to insult you. Okay? You can do your true thing. It does not matter. It does not. I don't even know you in my own. You don't exist. But we have to face reality in Africa. These are the things. I have a full list here. When you say giving gay rights, there are things you people that will be done to promote you, not just writing on paper. If you write on paper, you don't do all these things, it is going to cause direct friction, confrontation, whereby gay people will now be attacked frequently. Okay? So this kind of things have to protect the gay people. If you go and sign this into law, we will start having problem. Maybe a gay person walk into a public toilet. The next you will be seeing people fighting gay people every day. This will cause big problem in Africa. I've already seen where this is going. It will cause problem in the school. I'm not sure many parents want to take their children to school whereby they will be teaching them 5 different types of marriages now in Africa. I don't think many African parents will even want to take their children to that kind of school now, to be honest. Many of them will pull their children from that school. This will cause big problem right now. Many Africans are not matured for all these things. We need to talk about the truth. Okay? Many problems, it will cause problem. Please, you people should not force this thing on people that are not ready. Especially people that are not ready. You're going to get serious resistance. It's not me that is the problem. I'm just saying it. I'm not against gay people. But I know people that we have problem with people in the future. Okay? Now let's talk about sports. We have been seeing cases whereby men transition to women and they now went into women's sports and we are winning all the medals in America. How are we going to do this? If we give gay people rights in Africa, we have to consider when it comes to sports. When a boy identifies as a girl and not going to female sports, how do we allow this? What are the modalities, the ramifications, the limitations, the implications? Should any boy that identify as a girl has started growing breasts or cut off their sex organ be allowed to participate in female sports? We need to make laws. It needs to be clear. Because for me, it will not be fair, in my own honesty, that a man that's transitioned to a woman now go to start running with women. Of course, he will naturally win the biological women because he still have his male muscles that will give him undue advantage in that sport. I know the kind of power in my body as a man. I know the kind of power. Only very few women can be able to beat me. Only very few women can be able to come against me. I know what is inside me. If I transition now, I am sure I will still have this power inside me. Nothing will change. Only my appearance will change. And I know that if I go into female sports, I will win them. Because I know what is inside me. I will naturally shine. So I've said before in my previous video that these trans men that are going into female sports, many of them are thieves because they are stealing from the women. They are taking their male power that they already have naturally and going into women's sports to go and be winning and claiming prizes. For me, this is not fair. I will not have a daughter tomorrow or a sister that will be in a sport. Maybe she's a footballer, they're competing against trans women or trans men. Of course, those people have undue advantage over the lady, and they will win that sport. So we need to be clear on this. Are we going to create new sporting competitions for trans people? Yes or no? It has to be clear. Let's be honest to ourselves. Let's be true to ourselves. This is spirituality class, okay? Ask this in your mind. You that is watching me now, you answer this question in your mind. We need to create this inside. Are we creating new sport for these people? How are we going to do this? We need to be fair to everybody because now we want to be fair to you. Okay? We must think of how to do this. If we don't plan all this, it will cause big problems in the future. Serious problems. You see people fighting gay people every time. Imagine going to a sporting competition and you hear that they give, some people give another side 50-0. Some people will come outside and complain. So no, we don't agree. Then we scatter the match, then we start fighting gay people. Then the next thing, gay people will start crying of discrimination. It will cause big problem. Are you sure you are ready for all these things? The modalities, our societies in Africa, they are not yet sophisticated for this kind of things. So they are not yet sophisticated. Let's talk about dating. If we bring out these laws that, okay, we succeed in teaching 5 different kinds of relationships now, what is the implications for our teenagers? What is the implication for future relationships? Quite naturally, if we want to continue as a race, we must focus on procreation. And we can only focus on procreation when male and female come together and poke. What will be the implications when modern day youths have 5 options of marriages? As a young boy, during my secondary school time, when I was coming to puberty, I discovered getting erections every morning. I feel attracted to opposite sex. As a young guy, it was a strange thing. I wanted to have sex. I wanted to have a girlfriend, but I don't know how to do it. When we were young, 13, 14, we have major issues approaching women, approaching girls. Many boys have these problems. Fear. You still see somebody, you like them, you love them, you want to do everything for them, but you are afraid of even approaching the person to tell the person your mind. Fear of rejection. Many men have this, even till now. Sometimes we see beautiful women, we get stunted. We like the women, but we can't say it because of fear. This is the power women have. What will happen is that if we give this gay right now, many young men may turn gay naturally because they are fear of approaching women, of socializing with the opposite sex. We diminish. Due to this fear, they might say, okay, let me just focus on approaching my fellow boy because he knows me better. We are easy for me to talk to a boy than to talk to a girl. It will naturally discourage many young boys from getting positive and productive relationships with the opposite sex because they have other legal options now. We will not even encourage them to even try to talk to women anymore. We're going to lose a lot of young men from heterosexual relationship quite naturally. You know, many of our men at young age, they are scared to approach women. They are scared. Coupled with nowadays where they have computer games, many youths have now lacked social skills. Sorry to say this, but it's true. You go to a party, you see everybody pressing phone instead of interacting with each other. If you know your phone is so important, why did you come to the party in the first place? I see this every time. I go to a party, you see everybody just focus on their phones, standing on the wall inside club. This as if this is not a big problem enough. If we really want to continue as a race in Africa, we need to encourage people to be fucking, to bring more children. This is what I think that we move African people forward to. Right now, signing these laws, for me, it's like signing our death warrant too. Because these laws are going to be heavily exploited by people that don't even want us to move forward. Right now, we see a lot of issues in Africa: poverty, famine, wars, lack of infrastructure, lack of adequate education, religion, the big problem. One of my friends yesterday, she was talking about this issue. She's an advocate for gay rights. She really tackled me very well on this issue yesterday, part of why I'm talking about it today. She was saying that why we must, or gay people must start teaching children about gay rights and different type of marriages in schools is because Christianity are already in schools teaching, brainwashing children. Of course, Christianity, Islam, they're already in schools. But if we add this one to the curriculum, two wrongs cannot make a right. We're going to end up with more confused kids than ever, more confused children than ever. With the way Africa is now, I'm not sure many countries are ready for this. So, in my own opinion, I think we should leave things as they are for now. Allow people to become adults before we start talking about gay or lesbian. Okay? Who will still be what, will still be what. But right now, let's not take this thing to children. Please let the children be at peace for a while. Okay? Let's give them their peace of mind. This battle for the minds of children now is where I'm seeing this come from, to change the next generation. Being gay or lesbian, what is the implications for this? The negative side, I say it will reduce human population. Okay? Because gay and lesbian people, they cannot produce children. I think that may not be so good for Africa. Secondly, we give people more freedom to focus more on pleasure and to do whatever they want to do. It's more, I would say, self-centered. If I use the word selfish, people will get upset. It's more self-centered, let me say that. Focusing on yourself, having, according to them, greater quality of life, more happiness, more freedom, as you don't have responsibilities of taking care of children. Of course, you will have more freedom to do many things you want to do in life. But for my own view, if we want to build a very strong nation, okay, if we really want to build a very strong nation, I believe real success is in having successors. Even if you want to be gay, you can still have children. There's what they call intersex. There are people that can sleep with both sex, and they are fine. You can have children. You can still do your thing on the side. Nobody will still question you about that. People have been doing that for years. It's not only in Africa. You can do that. And you will still have a good life, happy life. But please, we need to have children. Okay? We need to have children. Right now, our population is in a way not stable. A lot of Africans are dying in their thousands, in their millions yearly. This is not a good thing. We need more people. And if we bring these laws, there are people that will use it to exploit us, to use it against us seriously, to our own disadvantage. And this is what I really don't want us to support. We should not support them. Because what they are going to do, they are going to focus too much attention on this. And the pressing issues that is affecting us, they will not be focusing on those ones. Okay? There are people that are waiting to use these laws to do us serious harm. serious, grievous harm. Okay, that's why I don't want us to put it in writing, because it were going to affect the social structure, social fabric of our African society, all our institutions, and I don't think we have the capacity to even enact or enforce it effectively. We don't have that capacity. It will be too expensive to change our educational curriculum, to start making laws for gay people, laws in sporting, laws in business, laws in social structure, building extra bathrooms. So many laws will have to be changed. It's going to affect the fabric of our social structure. It's going to be so expensive. I've not talked about passports. Our passport will now have 3 genders, like American passport, male, female, non-binary. Many things will change. You know the cost of changing all these documents? The cost in administration? Have you thought about all this? Many of you that are advocating this have not thought about all this. It's not just about giving people gay rights. You have to make laws and make sure that they are protected. The financial cost, the economic cost is too heavy. Okay? We need to think about all this. The future implications are very, very heavy. I am not sure many African countries are ready for this. That's why I'm telling you that this thing, it's going to destroy the country. So it will bring more friction, because when people start claiming for their rights and no laws to protect them, then we start punching people. People will start punching each other. It's just going to cause commotion, rapid commotion. Before you create this law, you must create the infrastructure to enforce the law, which I don't think many of them are ready to do. It's not just signing paper. It's going to increase the friction. So for me, I will say, let's leave things like this for a while. Don't force it on them. Okay? People will come around it. People will come around. And please, for those gay people that are forcing this law, tell gay people not to be going to where children is. Don't be penetrating children. That is the situation whereby they start burning gay people. They should not be penetrating children. It's a very bad thing. You see this Catholic Church, why people hate them? Because of what they are doing. They are the biggest pedophile cult in the world, the Catholic Church. We know this thing. Everybody knows this thing. Okay? So this is the way I see this issue. This is my 2 cents. This is an issue topic that's very complicated. Okay, I have to say these things. I think I have said enough already on this topic. I don't want anybody to feel bad, to think that I hate gay people. What you do in your bedroom with any other person, it is your business. What I do in my bedroom, it is my business. You are not invited. Okay? So I'm not going to force you to accept that. I'm not going to stick it in your face. Okay? So you are free to do what you like as an adult in the spiritual context. I don't see any deity that will say that you are a bad person. We don't go to hell in spirituality. We don't go to hell. We're already in hell. Okay? So this is what I have for you today. Any questions for those people that are... Do you have any question? You can say it now. Say it now or forever hold your peace, because I don't think I'll be coming to this topic again. I have said enough about this issue. There are more things to say. I just want to clear my own opinion on what I see about this situation. So say your peace or forever hold your peace. In the event of no questions, I think we'll call it the day. I've already done 1 hour on this subject, and I have other things to do. So for those people that are here with me today, I want to thank you very much for your time and for your attention. Those people that have contributed, I am very, very grateful. Okay. Yes, we need to have proper laws. Thank you, Tokyo Channel. We need to make laws to protect LGBT people. We need it. We cannot just say we recognize their marriage without creating the proper infrastructure. It will cause a big problem. It's going to cause a big problem. So we must make sure that we create this infrastructure, which many African countries, I don't think they are even thought about the implications. Educational curriculum, very, very important. Okay, we must teach our children 5 different types of marriages. Sports, we must create laws for that. We must create extra public bathrooms, extra cells, not male and female prison again. We will have at least 3 types of prisons for peace today, 3 types of toilets for peace to reign, 3 kind of IDs for peace to reign. We must do all these things at the cost of the people. Okay, so we cannot just say gay rights and do nothing. We must create it like this. If not, they'll be fighting every day. This is what will happen. This is the truth. They'll be fighting every day. So we need to consider all these things when we are talking about gay rights in Africa, especially. So this is the way I see the matter. Thank you guys for your contributions. So those people that have been supporting me, I thank you very much. If you want to learn about African spirituality, my website is there. If you want to buy my book too, it is still there. If you want to contact me for spell work, I am still here. Until then, I thank you very much and I wish you a very wonderful day. And I'll be seeing you in the next video as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.